Trap exempt.
Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we're going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just want to fall.
That's all you
So
about 5 minutes.
Waiting and to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit. Dear Lord, I hope you hear my prayers, because we really, really need you down here. From all the pain that we going through, we know that you're real, so can you fall through? Father, have mercy when we call on you. But I just want to fall on you, to show the devils you ain't nothing to play with. I raise my children up to say the same shit.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Come on, West.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Rocking this shit.
Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother way. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. This shit is too easy. I'm on go, but they don't believe me. You know I'm winning with the team. Screaming Vinny, VJ. Hear them devils screaming out bloody murder. I'm about to close the curtain. I'm on my grind, bitch, I'm working. Sorry, all them lies, it ain't working. Them niggas weak, they be churching. I'm a West nigga, that's for certain. If he cross the line, I'ma back up and I'ma hit his ass with this virus. And I come through 300 strong, 144 Leonidas. All my niggas we eat. I'm in this bitch with the itis. Say all y'all do the street. Tell y'all to do the street. The nigga made the wrong move, he make his ass obsolete. He ain't one of us hit the lead. He ain't one of us here preach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead. Look, I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat.
You see this look that's on my face, bitch? I'm for real with it. I hit the streets, put on my cleats, was in the field with it. You soft as cotton, just an actor, Uncle Phil with it. And then my target's on the move, but I can still hit it. Hey, I speak true cause it's necessary. Color Jack revolutionary. Cold on them like January. Commander General is a visionary. Soul food, no sweets. Your preacher man, he's sweet. Matter of fact, he weak. It's wartime for peace. Think you hard, nigga, you ain't. Fuck with us, nigga, you can't. You smart cars, we tanks. We form up in ranks. We body bag this rap shit. All black, no bright shit. Real life, no cap, bitch. Fall on them, that's cap shit.
I keep it low to the T. UBK play for keeps. Ain't shit sweet. Got soldiers on deck, and my youngin' did a sweep. This a whole nother wave. Tell him get the fuck off the beach. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Nigga, come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. I'm in the field with the cleats. He ain't one of us here breach. Come through all black gully jack, man. All them niggas go retreat. Go ahead.
All right, clap it up. Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakathum to the brothers. Shalom, Yahweh Shalom, Yahweh Shemal Latan Ba'Shem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. All right. This is the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under the Command and General Yohana. Tonight is Isupk Austin Tuesday Brotherhood class. All right. Brotherhood and sisterhood, it is a weapon. All right. And it is necessary. Brotherhood and sisterhood is necessary for us to rise up out of this oppression that we in, rise up out of these conditions that we in. All right. We are in these conditions because we don't have any brotherhood. All right. There is more than enough money that generates through and through our communities. We have people in our communities who have a lot of money. Okay. So that's not the problem. It's the brotherhood and the sisterhood. That's what we don't have. That's what we don't possess. And that's what we absolutely have to capture as a nation. All right. We are a nation of people, all right, under the Most High. So we need to come together and we need to realize we are a nation just like other nations realize they are a nation. We need to love our brother, love our sister. Okay. We need to be there for each other. All right. So tonight we're gonna get a little bit into what's going on and what they call the Middle East. All right, the wars, and we're gonna get a little bit into wars and rumors of wars, and break this thing down a little bit, and and try to get some understanding. Okay, because that's what we don't have. Somebody give me Hosea 4:6. We don't have any understanding. We don't have any wisdom.
Coming out of my car.
Hold on, I'm pulling it up real quick. All right, you go ahead.
It's the book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected.
No, everybody is destroyed for lack. Hold on. No, everybody is destroyed for a lack of knowledge.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Lord's people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's why we're addicted to drugs, because we're destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's why we love our enemy more than we love our nation, because we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's why we're praying for Israel right now, right? Everybody out there, they're praying for Israel. That's because we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. We don't have any knowledge. We don't have the knowledge of the Most High. So what are we doing? We're taking on the knowledge and the customs of our oppressor. And since we are doing that, we are losing in this fight. Our people are losing because we are destroyed. All right. Being destroyed isn't a good thing. And then not only are we destroyed, we're destroyed for lack of knowledge. What do they say? They say knowledge is power, right? And ain't that what we use the knowledge? We use the knowledge for power here in the Israelite Schools of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Okay? We use it for power. The power to overcome what the oppressor sets out for you to fumble and stumble on. Because if we have the knowledge, then we understand what we're seeing. We understand what we're looking at. But right now, we're just praying for Israel. All right. They're not our people. Okay, they don't have no love for our people, but we're giving them all of our love because the Lord said, "My people," the Lord's people, that's possessive, okay, are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's what we need as so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We need to gain this knowledge of the Most High. And the only way you're going to do that is to come here in the Israelite School of UPK under the Command of General Yohana. So you can learn who you are. so you can learn who these other nations are, so you can know their intentions that are forwarded to you when you see them. All right, we're so destroyed for lack of knowledge, we get swindled easy, right? Because they tell you what, vote for Biden. They tell you if you're not a Democrat, then you're not black. And that's because we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. You can continue, Yaganan.
May I continue? I don't want. I got a definition.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Knowledge, facts, information, and skill acquired by a person through experience or education. So we're not educated in this truth. We're not educated in the laws and statutes and commandments. We took on the doctrines of men. So without these laws, statutes, and commandments, we can't come together as a nation of people. I yield.
That's right. We can't come together as a nation of people because without the knowledge of the Most High, we don't even know that we're supposed to love our people. We think we're supposed to love every damn body. We're supposed to give our resources, our love, our blood, our sweat, our tears to everybody but our own. Okay? You can go ahead and read.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
And because we rejected the knowledge of the Most High, that's why we are rejected. That's why we are out here not knowing about the truth. We're not being born in the truth, right? We don't understand anything that's going on. We're just going with the flow. We're like a tumbleweed out there, and whichever the way the wind blows is where we go. That's why you can see that they can do anything. They can say anything. They can portray anything, and our people follow it. Okay, they have this whole alternative lifestyle movement, and our people are with it. Okay, they are with it, but it's because we have rejected knowledge. So the Lord rejects us. If we're not walking in these law, statutes, and commandments, then we are rejected. And if you are rejected, then you are out there where the wolves can come and sink their teeth into you. All right. This is exactly why we have to. This is exactly why we have to come together. Okay. For those reasons. All right. Continue reading.
Come, that thou shalt be no priest to me.
You see, and we wasn't. Hold on, and we wasn't no priests. We wasn't no priest to the Most High, right? We were out here in wanderance, all right? We was out here just doing whatever. But, these priests and prophets in 1969, and ever since then, we have had this truth of the Most High, okay? But still, as you can see, our nation is vast. Our nation, we should have many more people right here standing with us, because it should be the whole nation. All right, but we rejected God. That's why there was no priest. All right, continue.
Seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God, I will also forget thy children.
I will also forget thy children. Our children are forgotten because I wasn't born in the truth. My father wasn't born in the truth. My grandfather, my great-grandfather, we weren't born in the truth. We didn't know. They didn't understand the laws of God. They weren't being taught the law of God. Okay? They weren't being taught any of those things. All they were doing was following Christianity, following what the oppressor has said right before. All right? All right, we're going to get up off that. We're going to go ahead and get up into the lesson. Somebody get me John 4 and 22. And let me get there with you.
like I said, which book did you say?
John 4 and 21, Salakia. Yeah, 4 and 21. Yeah, you can read it when you got it.
The book of John, chapter 4, verse 21. Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh, when ye shall neither in his mountain, nor yet at Jerusalem worship
You
the
see,
Father.
because the heathens, they're going to be removed from our land. This is when the woman was, at the well. All right, and Christ asked for something to drink. All right, so this is that same woman, and it said, Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Okay, heathens is going to be trotted out of our land. They're going to be removed. All right, and that's what's important, because everybody's feeling sorry. Everybody wants to choose a side. All right, all the Christians are with all our people that are Christians. They're with the Israelis. All right, all our brothers and sisters who follow Islam, they're with the Arabs. Okay, and we choosing sides over people who don't belong in that land. That land is reserved for us, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, and that's why Christ is letting her know, like, you're going to be removed from this land. Continue reading.
Con. Verse 22. Ye worship, ye know not what.
You see, everybody, hold on. Everybody worships what they know not. They worship Islam. We worship Christianity. We worship Kemet. We worship Buddha. We worship chakras. Right? We worship crystals. We worship sage. We love false idols. Okay. He lets her know, you know not what you worship. People do not know what they worship out there. But continue.
We know what we worship.
But what?
We know what we worship.
Isupk?
We know what we worship.
We know what we worship in here. We worship Yahweh, the true power. We worship the true God. Okay, continue.
For salvation is for salvation is of the Jews.
No, it's of Moab.
For salvation is of the Jews.
It's of Ishmael.
For salvation is of the Jews.
It's of Amalek.
For salvation is of the Jews.
For salvation is of the Jews, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's who Christ came for. That's who Christ came back to bring into the fold. Okay? Not for everybody. And that's why we have to, this is why these classes are so important. So we can get context and we can understand what's going on right here in the scriptures. It's telling you clearly that salvation is of the Jews. It don't say the Jewish. It don't say the Israelis. Okay, it says salvation is of the Jews, the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, the Jews of antiquity, the Jews who are of the bloodline, the Jews who are of the curses. All right. Yeah, we can drop that. Somebody give me Ezekiel. Ezekiel 13 and 16.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 13, verse 16.
Uh-huh.
To wit, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied concerning Jerusalem, and which will see signs of peace for her, and there is no peace, saith the Lord.
There ain't no peace over there, right? All right.
No.
Read that one more time.
To wit, the prophets of Israel, which prophesied concerning Jerusalem.
So with the prophets of Israel prophesying which concerns Jerusalem. That's how we know the things that's going on and the things that are to come. All right. That's why we prophesying out here every weekend and over these classes. Why? Because we understand what's concerning Jerusalem. We understand what's coming. We understand what is going to happen. Why? Because the Bible says so. And right here in these scriptures, it tells you exactly how it's going to be. All the things that are going to happen. And right now, what you are witnessing going on with the Israeli-Palestinian conflict is exactly what it says is going to be happening in the scriptures. That's why the Bible is called the living word. Because it fits the past, the present, and the future. It's living. All right? That's why we could go right here in these scriptures and show you and tell you what's going to happen. And in the Lord's time, it happens. All right? Continue reading.
And which see visions of peace for her.
You know, you see the visions of peace for her. You think it's going to be all peaceful. You think everything was all right. You know, this just came out of nowhere, right? It just sprung out of nowhere. Continue.
And there is no peace.
You want peace. You want peace over there, but there ain't no peace. Saith the Lord. Saith the Most High. Okay? Let's see what 17 says. No, I ain't gonna get that. Let's go to First Maccabees. All right, and I'm gonna have to probably search that. All right, First Maccabees 11 and 61.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 11, verse 61.
Mm-hmm.
From whence he went to Gaza, but they of Gaza shut him out. Wherefore he laid siege unto it, and burned the suburbs thereof with fire, and spoiled them.
Continue.
Verse 62. Afterward, when they of Gaza made supplication unto Jonathan, he made peace with them.
All right, so after what you see, so hold on. So they went there, they blazed their cities, all right, they suburbs, everything, all right. It says, and afterward, when they of Gaza made supplication to Jonathan, right? He made peace with them. Okay. There will be no like Gaza, they will have their peace after they give their resources to the Isupk, to the real Jews. Okay. Once they head over that power, then they can have their peace. Then they can have their rest. All right. But until then, no. That's why, just like the war, all right, just like war. All right, go back. Let's go back to 61.
No, that's not. From whence he went to Gaza, but they of Gaza shut him out. Wherefore he laid
They
siege
shut him out.
unto it,
Continue.
and burned the suburbs.
He laid
thereof.
siege on. He laid siege onto it. What does that mean? What is siege? What is it to siege something? Go ahead.
To take control of it without permission.
Yep, I'll take that too. Yep, definitely. Somebody give me the definition of it.
Siege, a military operation in which enemy forces surround a town or building.
Do what?
Cutting off.
Do what?
Surround a town or building, cutting off essential supplies, with the aim of compelling the surrender of those inside.
That's what he did. Like he said, come and take control. to siege, to come and to take control and do what you have to do. All right. Now let's go back to 62.
He made peace with them and took the sons of their chief men for hostage and sent them to Jerusalem and passed through the country into Damascus.
Okay. So meaning Gaza, they will have their peace once, not once, we'll say after they give their resources. Okay. They're going to have to come up off of everything that they have there. All right. And that's what everybody needs to understand. Like, we're going, give me Isaiah. Let's say Isaiah 14. Because this is important to understand right here. Isaiah 14. And we can start at 1. Because they're going to have to come up. Everybody has to come up out of our land. Everybody has to come up out of our home. It belongs to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. And right now, the people who are dwelling, they're dwelling in your home and in your land. Okay? Yeah. Go ahead, young man.
You know, what you're saying is so true, because
hey, Salaki, young man, you can't do that yet, all right?
Yeah, calm down.
No, Salaki, yeah, you can't do that yet. But let me get Isaiah 14 and 1.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. He will yet choose Israel.
So the Lord is going to have mercy and choose the so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Continue.
Set them in their own land.
And set them where?
In their own land.
He's going to set us in our own land. We're not in our own lands right now. We are spread out through the four corners of the earth. We are not home. We are not at the place that we were meant to dwell. We are not in the borders and the confinements and the structure of our land, of our borders, all right, of our bounds, as the Bible says. Continue.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Hold on. It says, and the strangers shall be joined to them. The strangers are these other nations. Those are the strangers who are going to be with you right in your land. They say everybody's going to be in heaven, right? That's what Christianity. Oh, everybody's in heaven. No matter what they do, they're there. Okay? Well, we're going to see who's all in here with us. All right? We're going to see. And it says these strangers will be joined with them. We're going to see how it is to live, how they are living with us. Continue reading.
And they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. Verse 2. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place.
That's why they're going to be there, because we are going to take them. Oh, and we're going to bring them to our place. Didn't they take us and bring us to their place? Oh, we're going to take them and bring them to our place. Continue.
And the house of Israel shall possess them.
Shall do what?
Possess them.
Oh, possess them. Everything you possess, you own. We're going to own them. Continue.
In the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids.
That's what's going to be happening. Israel is going to possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaids. Not for brotherhood. Not to live and be happy and holding hands and saying kumbaya. It says for servants and for handmaids. Continue. Let's see.
And they shall take them captive, whose captives they were. And they shall rule over them, over their oppressor.
That's what so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians have to. We were going to rule over our oppressors, just like they rule over you today. Just like when the police get behind you today. Just like when they tell you you can't come to this school if you don't cut your hair. Okay? Just like they tell you this suit and tie, this is what looks nice. This is dressing nice. Just like they tell you that shrimp and crab and lobster are a delicacy. Just like they tell you that pork is the other white meat. Okay? They are ruling over us right now. We are their captives. But there will come a day where they will be our captives. And they won't be eating shrimp, crab, pork, or lobster. And they won't be living alternative lifestyles. And they won't have no vote. You won't have to worry about the Democrats or the Republicans there. Because it is not going to matter at all. They're not going to have no vote. They are going to do their duty, and then they're going to do what the Most High said to them. All right, which you can find in the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, I believe, around the 10th chapter. Okay, so we're going to rule over our oppressors. We're going to take captives who captives we were. Doesn't it say in Romans? Let me see how much more I want on this. Yeah, let's get that real quick. Romans 9 and 13. And then we'll get back onto the lesson. No, that's not it. Romans 9 and 3, probably. No? Damn. Where's it at, y'all? He who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Find that for me. I thought it was Romans 9, but I'm tripping.
It's Isaiah. Revelations 13 and 9, that one.
All right, that's where it is. Hold on, yeah. Salakia. Galatians 13. Oh yeah, yep, that's it. That's what I want.
13 and 10. I don't
Go ahead and
know.
read it. Yeah,
Book of,
you start at 9 though.
Book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 9. If any
Uh
man
huh.
have an ear, let him
If any
hear.
man have an ear, hold on. What it's saying, if any man have an ear, it means if you have ears, if you can hear this, if you just passing by and you hear this, if you have an ear, listen. All right, continue.
Let him hear.
Uh huh.
Chapter 10, Revelation 13 and chapter 10. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
That leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. That's justice. Okay. When Christ comes back, he is going to set the record straight. And so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians will have justice. The ones who serve Christ. Okay. We need justice because we were in captivity. We were in a horrible state, and we're still in horrible conditions to today. Just like our Gaza is what? The ghettos, the barrios, the reservations. All right. What happens in our communities? It's horrible every day. Horrible conditions. All right, continue.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. That's what it has to happen. All right, and that's why the scriptures say that it's going to happen, because the horrible conditions that the children of the Most High have suffered is egregious. There's no way you could be actual. I'm trying to see how to word this right, because the beast, he can't be this. Our oppressor, they can't be this. But anybody with compassion can look at what happened to so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians and say they had it messed up for a long time. Had it worse than anybody. Have the worst things in the history of the earth done to us. People love Levi jeans, right? Everybody loves Levi jeans, not even knowing that Levi jeans, they're the tag, their symbol, their what is it called? Yaganan? Their symbol, their
Logo?
label, their
Yeah,
logo. Their logo is the two horses, all right? And it's saying, so back in slavery, we had the breaking of the buck. And that's where they would tie your strongest slave to two horses. And they would smack the horses on the tail and have them run opposite ways. And it would rip the man apart, right? Well, that's what their logo is. Levi jeans is saying that their jeans are so strong that the two horses couldn't rip them apart. Everything has to do with your oppression, all right? And we go out there and we rave about products and we rave about the things that our oppressor makes, and we love them and we hold them to such a high standard, to such high esteem, that we don't even know the meaning of what the hell is going on. We wear those jeans proudly. And it's about the unaliving of your ancestors. But we don't know these things because we are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. That's why you need the Israelite School of UPK. So you could get the knowledge, so you could get the understanding to help get your people out of the conditions that the oppressor has placed us in. Everything is strategic. You think you're just free. And just some people do this and some people do. You don't know that everything is planned with them. Everything is orchestrated with them. Go ahead, Yagana.
Can I read a quote by Hitler?
Yeah, go ahead.
Quote by Adolf Hitler. He said, because the white Jews know that the Negroes are the real children of Israel, and to keep America secret, the Jews would blackmail America. They will extort America. Their plan for world domination won't work if the Negroes know who they were. The white citizens of America will be terrified to know that all the time they were mistreating and discriminating and lynching the children of Israel. Adolf Hitler wrote that.
Yeah, because because everybody else knows who you are. We don't know who we are because we are destroyed for lack of knowledge. We don't have the understanding. Everybody knows, all right, but us. And then we don't want to know because when you try to tell somebody, they don't want to know. They don't want to hear it. Why? Because we have been taught that our oppressor are the people of the book. Even though everybody else around that area has color, they could just come through completely unmelanated, showing the hue of their blood through their skin. And what? And we think they're God's people. That's also because of Caesar Borgia. All right? Because of Caesar Borgia being passed around, that image that they gave you of Jesus Christ. So you believe God and the angels and Christ and their nation are just, we are the holy ones. We come from God, and the rest of you come from apes. When they are closer to an ape than anything. They're closer to an ape than some apes. Okay? All right, you can finish that out.
Who are you referring to, Adam One?
Whoever was reading 13 and 10.
Trooper.
Here are the faith and the patience, or here are the patience and the faith of the saints. Let's wait. Don't worry about it. I'm about to drop off of it. But that's our patience and that's our faith for the saints. And saints are Israelite. Nobody else can be saints. If you're not a part of this bloodline, if you're not a part of these 12 tribes, you are not a saint. Okay? The Lord's children are the saints. All right? And that's our patience and our faith. Is knowing that he who leadeth them to captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints. All right. Let's see what I want next. All right, let's get let's get the young man over there to read Matthew 24 and 6.
Okay. This is the book.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See,
you shall what? Read that again.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
And ye shall hear of, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We're hearing of wars. We see the Ukraine and Russia, right? We see what's going on here with the Israeli and Palestinian conflict. All right. We hearing about the other countries that's going to get involved. We hear Joe Biden talking about they are his ally. Okay. We see and we hear all that because we shall hear of rumors of wars and rumors of wars. So not only are we hearing the war, we could turn on the TV, see and hear the war that's going on right now today. And we're hearing of other wars, everything else transpiring in the background. Continue reading.
and see, so like, see that ye be not troubled.
And
For all,
see, hold on. And see that ye be not troubled. You know, you don't have to be troubled by this because you understand the scriptures, because you understand these laws, statutes, and commandments. You understand the word of God. So you don't have to be troubled because everything that's happening is supposed to happen. Continue reading.
for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet.
But all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. It's not the end. It's not the end. It's the beginning. All these things have to come to pass. All right. Continue.
For nation shall rise against nation.
Or nation shall rise against nation. Okay. That's what we see in happening. There's nations rising against nations. Okay.
And kingdom against kingdom.
And kingdom against kingdom. You know, these are race wars. If you think race wars is escaping America, it's not. Okay? Everybody's going to have to tend to their own. Everybody's going to go into their own. And we're going to get that later on in the class. Okay? But right now, we seeing it. And nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom. Continue.
And there shall be famines and
pestilence.
Earthquakes and diverse places.
You see, for nations going to rise against them nations, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. All right, even now, there's not the stores ain't full like they used to be. Some days I can go get legs. Some days I can go get wings. Some days I can go get breasts when I'm looking in the chicken section. All right. These shelves ain't stocked like they used to be. They just run out quick. All right. And that's going on everywhere. Pestilence, disease. Disease is so high and rampant right now, especially in our community. So-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We have the most diabetes, the most gout, the most high blood pressure, the most heart disease. All right. These pestilence and diseases, and don't get on the alternative lifestyles and the diseases we come from our lust, serving the lust of our flesh. Okay, and earthquakes. This stuff is all going on. Well, it's going on everywhere. These things are happening in the earth. All right, and this is because the Most High says so. Okay, continue.
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are what?
All these are the beginning of sorrows.
All these are the beginning of sorrow. Okay? This is the beginning, not the end. These are the beginnings of the sorrows. Sorrows is pain. Continue reading.
Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you. And ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake.
And that's what's happening. We're going to be hated amongst everybody, just like we already are, for the Lord's sake. But the Lord's going to have mercy on Jacob and yet choose Israel. All right? So we need to understand that. Let's get Mark 13 and 7.
Do I read?
Yeah, go ahead and read it. Come on, Morgan.
The book of Mark, chapter 13, verse 6. Verse 7. And when ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, but ye not trouble, for such things must need be, but the end of shall not be yet.
That's what we saying. You seeing all these things, this is the beginning. This is the beginning. All right? The end is going to end with Yahushua and the victory. Okay? Let's get young man Ricardo. You give me Luke 21. Let's see, 21:9. Oh, Salaki, you on mute.
It's the book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 9.
Uh-huh.
Ye shall hear of wars and commotions.
You see? But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, continue.
Be not terrified, for
Be
these
not
things.
hold on. Be not terrified. Okay? You're going to hear war of wars and commotions. Don't be scared. Don't be moved by it. All right? Just understand it is of the Lord. It is of the Most High. Continue.
Be not terrified, for these things must first come to pass. But the end is not by and by.
The end is not by and by. The end is not near. Okay? This is the beginning of sorrow.
Yo, check it out, y'all.
Okay? It says, but when y'all shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified. Don't be scared. Trust in the Most High. We need to, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we need to start believing in our God like these other nations believe in theirs. These other nations that do anything for their God. What will you do? So-called Black man, Hispanic man, Native Indian man. What will you do? Will you stand? Right? You stand strong and without fear. Without fear, because things are happening, because things are turning upside down. That's what we pray for here in the Israelite School of UPK. For everything to be turned upside down. So it can be made right again. So it can be made righteous again. So righteousness can rule over the earth again. Because what it say? When the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. But when the righteous beareth rule, the people rejoice. So-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are not rejoicing right now. We are in mourning because the wicked beareth rule. And that oppressor is a beast on us. Okay, let's get 1 Thessalonians. Um, 5:1.
It's the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter 5, verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you.
But at the times of the seasons, there will be no reason, right? Slakia, you have no need that I write to you. All right? Continue.
Verse 2. For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
The day of the Lord, it comes as a thief in the night. How a thief in the night come? Swiftly. Just hit you right out of nowhere. Continue reading.
For when they shall say peace and safety, Then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Hey, for when they shall say peace and safety. For when they think it's all good, for when they think everything is going their way, then sudden destruction come upon them. Continue.
As travel upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
As travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Like it's guaranteed that that woman's going to have that pain when she gives birth. That's how it is that they will not escape. All right, let me see if I want 4. No, it's going to keep going on. Okay, so they say peace, they say safety and refuge and all that, but then sudden destruction comes because the only peace and the only safety is right here in the Israelite school of UPK. It's not for these other nations who are over there in our land, fighting over a land that the Lord is going to take from them. They're fighting for a land that wasn't promised to them. They're claiming to be a people that they are not. They are imposters. All right? That's exactly what they are. They are imposters. Let me see. Let's get Joel chapter 3. Let's start at 1. Or actually start at 2. Joel 3 and 2. Hey, Trooper Yaquab, you get me that. Joel 3 and 2.
It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 2. I will also gather all nations and will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat and will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage, Israel.
That's what the Lord's going to do. He's going to gather all them. And when he destroys all these nations before your eyes and brings you in power, that's him pleading for his people right there and for his heritage, which is Israel. Okay? All these nations are going to be gathered here for this great war. That's why and why do you think they get all these military? Why do you think they created a space force? You think they created a space force just for fun? They created a space force because they know that Christ is coming back with these angels. All right, they know exactly what the hell is going to happen, and that's why they created a space force because they believe they're going to win with their technology, with their weapons, with their bomber planes, with their drones. But none of that is going to work. Continue reading.
Khan. And will whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
You see, they have scattered. They have scattered us among the nations, right? We are scattered through the 4 corners of the earth. And what did they say? It said, "And parted my land." They parted out the land of the Most High. They parted out our land, and everybody owns a little piece of it. Everybody has a little bit of it over there. Because when we get our land back, it's not just that. You think it's just Israel? No, our land is way bigger than what they're calling it today. The borders and the bounds that they set on it, our land is way more vast than that. And we are taking all of it. Not some, not a little bit. Okay? All right, you could drop down to 12.
Khan. It's the book of Joel, chapter 3, verse 12. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Read that one more time.
Verse 12. Let the heathen be awakened.
Let the heathens be wakened. Let the heathens be wakened. Let them rise. Let them come right here, right where I need them to be. All right. Let the heathens be wakened. Continue.
And come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And come to the valley of Jehoshaphat. And come to this great war. The greatest war that's going to ever be fought in one. Let them come to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Let them bring their A-1 bombers. Let them bring their drones. Let them bring their generals. Let them bring their technology. Let them bring their military structure. Let them bring their space force. Let them bring everything that they have right here to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Let them bring all of their weaponry and their men to the war. Continue reading.
For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
And everything round about, all them heathens, everybody who has showed up, all these nations who have showed up to this war, all these nations who thought they were going to conquer and succeed, the Lord is going to judge them. They were going to be judged right there. And it says, I'm going to judge the what? Judge all the heathen roundabout. Because they are not a part of us. The heathens will be judged and they will pay for the crimes they have committed against the Lord's chosen people. And that's important to understand. So you know you have something to fight for. You have something to live for. You have something to be better for. Let's get Revelation 16. Revelation 16 and 14. Whoever got it can read it. Revelation 16 and 14.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 16, verse 14. For they are the spirits of devils.
For what?
For they are the spirits of devils.
For they are the spirits of devils. Your oppressor is the devil. Here's the other nations who live deliciously off of America and off of your back. They have the spirit of devils. Your oppressor. That's who's running these wars and causing all this destruction and oppressing you. Okay? Continue.
It's like working miracles.
Working miracles. That's what they do. They work miracles. They work miracles when they can build any kind of weaponry that they want. They work miracles when they can convince you that you're not black if you don't vote Democrat. They work miracles. They work miracles when they can just slay a forest and build up a nice little suburb resident. They work miracles when you're hungry and they give you a food stamp card with $700 on it. Okay? They work miracles. All right? But these are the spirits of devils working these miracles, putting these false hopes up. They doing isn't nothing at all. Continue.
Okay. Which go forth unto the kings of the earth and of the whole world.
See, and they go to the kings of the earth and the whole world, and they say, "This is what we have. This is what we can do. Join us." Continue.
Okay. To gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
Read that one more time.
To gather them to the battle of that great day of God Almighty.
See, that's what they do. Everything they do, all the miracles, all the lies, all the finessing that they do to bring all these other nations into them, it's just for that. It's just because they know they're going to have to fight a great war, a great battle, in that great day against the God Almighty. So they're trying to recruit, and how they recruit is letting all these nations come and have a piece of you. That's how you should know that you are special, because they come and put all of their stores. Every time you get gas, it's from another nation. Every time you're getting food, it's from another nation. Every time you got to go get your blunts, it's from another nation. All these things are getting put into our communities, and they are prospering because they'll come and put a store in our community, and then they will take that money and do what? Take it to their community. That's exactly what they do. They do not put it. They don't put it back in our community. How much gas they sell? You think they go to Allah and say, "Thank you for letting them buy gas and liquor and blunts and cigarettes and malt liquor and beer." You know how much beer they sell? So all the so-called Negroes, all the so-called blacks, they doing what? They buying all the malt liquor, right? Then you got the so-called Hispanics, they doing what? They're buying all the Modelo, all the Bud Light, all the Corona. All right? Then we all got to go there for gas. You go in there, you're getting all kind of things, and it's a damn ripoff every time you walk in there. But they take all that money they make off of our nation, and they put it back into their nation. All right? That's what we need to do. We need to raise up our nation. And that's exactly what we're doing here in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under the Commanding General Yohana. We are raising up our nation. We are raising princes and princesses. Okay? That is important. Let's see where we at. Hold on, let me see. Yep, we got to keep going. All right. Continue.
Con. Behold, I come as a thief. Blessed is he that watcheth and keepeth his garments, lest he walk naked, and they see his shame.
You see, it says, "Behold, I come as a thief." It said, "Blessed is he that watcheth." Blessed is he that observes these laws, these statutes, these commandments. Understands what he's supposed to do. All right? And keepeth his garment. He keepeth these laws, these statutes, and commandments. He keepeth his cover. Okay? Least he walk naked, and they see his shame. For him following his lust and his flesh. Continue reading.
Like you said, see?
Continue reading.
Okay. Verse 16. And he gathered them together into a place called in the Hebrew tongue Armageddon.
You see? Because life is about warfare and nothing else. All right? Young man Ricardo, you give me Isaiah. Um, 13 and 14. You on mute, warrior.
It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 13, verse 14.
Mm-hmm.
And it shall be as the chaste roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall, Salakia, they shall every man turn to his own people.
Turn where?
To his own people.
To another nation.
To his own people.
But me and Billy, we both like LeBron James.
They shall every man turn to his own people.
But me and Billy, we both like the Cowboys.
Every man turn to his own people.
Every man is going to turn to his own people. You think race wars ain't coming up? You think there ain't gonna be a time that you have to only lean on your people? There'll be a time when there's race wars where you won't be able to go to nobody else. Everybody's gonna have to go to their own people. If you ever been in the street life, you know you turn to one way. You don't get to turn every goddamn way. You go to one people, right? Well, we all going to turn into our own people. Continue.
And flee everyone into his own land.
And flee everyone into his own land. That's what's going to happen. That is coming to America. Understand when you hear this, that this is just like it's happening right now. We see it happening all over the world. You think everybody thinks they're so excluded in America. I think it's such a powerhouse. America is nothing without blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's absolutely nothing. They would have absolutely no damn power if we wasn't such good slaves. If we didn't want to just turn our back on the Most High every goddamn day. Okay? Let me see if I want any more on that. Continue. Yeah, let's just continue that.
Verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through. What is thrust through? That is penetrated, right? So they used to penetrate you with the sword back in the day. But that modern day sword is that gun. That is bullets thrusting through you, piercing through you. Continue.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
And when you join to your enemy, you're going to fall by that sword. You're going to perish with your enemy. Continue reading.
Verse 16. Their children also shall be dashed to pieces.
The children also shall be dashed to pieces. Did anybody watch Cap's class on Sunday? Did y'all see what Cap, the pictures and the images? Okay, that is happening. That will happen. That's going to happen to us as well when we join and commit to not loving your brother, to not loving your sister, to not being willing to be unalive for your people. Continue.
Before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Ravished, that's horrible. Their houses are going to be spoiled. Because that strong man, he's going to be binded. Okay? Continue reading.
Verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. And as for gold, they shall not delight in it.
Because it's not about money. Your money's not going to, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter if you're Oprah. It's not going to matter if you're Beyonce. It's not going to matter if you're Jay-Z. It's not going to matter because you think you have a couple dollars in your. None of that's going to matter. All right. This is something that's going to happen, and it's coming to pass, and there's nothing you can do about it. Continue reading.
Verse 18. Their bows also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children.
You see, they don't spare. The children are not spared. Okay, that's why you need to be in this truth, so your family can be protected, so you understand what you have to do. Better follow these laws, statutes, and commandments. You better get up in this one body of the Most High here in One West under the Israelite School of UPK. Go ahead, Yagana.
Got an article Tuesday that Hamas militants carried out a massacre in Kfar Azar, in which women, children, toddlers, and elderly people were brutally butchered.
Were what? They were what?
Brutally butchered.
Brutally. What Officer Yagana is bringing out when it comes to warfare is brutal. Continue, Yagana. Go ahead. You got it.
In an ISIS way of action.
You can break it down.
So these people, we go to work and we go to the grocery stores, at the moment we walk around, we look, and we know what's going to happen. We got a lot of our single sisters walking around like the world is going to be forever. People still partying, people still going to clubs, people still wilding out. What they don't understand is those people that's over there that hate us, a lot of them live here. All they're waiting is for the order. And they coming in your house, taking your child, taking you, taking your food, doing whatever they want to do to you. You can call the cops, you can dial 911, but guess what? They're gonna be at home with their family, protecting them.
That's right. Damn. Give him a hand. Yeah, that's right. That's heavy because that's exactly what they're gonna do. You think the police ain't gonna be protecting their family? Or you think they got time to take your call? That's absolutely correct. Let's get Isaiah 34:1. Trooper Yaquab or the other young man, y'all can read that.
Read it. The book of Isaiah, chapter 34, verse 1. Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it.
Continue.
For the indignation of the Lord.
Huh? I said,
like of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fear upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter.
See, for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations. His fury is upon their armies. This is going out through the earth. And he's going to utterly destroy everything. Okay? He has delivered them to the slaughter, like a sheep goes to the slaughter. Right now, as they're having these wars and rumors of wars, they're all like sheep, like cattle, just heading to the slaughter. Okay? They're being delivered to the slaughter. Continue.
Their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood.
Continue.
And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down, as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree.
Continue.
For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon
Idumea.
And
Idumea. Hold on. Who is Idumea? Go ahead, Yaquan.
Oh, I knew it. Wait, is it Esau?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Of course. Okay. One of the nations of Esau. Okay, continue.
And upon the people of my curse to the judgment.
Continue.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It
The
is
what?
made. The sword of the Lord is filled with blood.
The sword of the Lord is filled with blood because of justice. Continue.
It is made fat with fatness and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice of Bozrah.
Yep. Bozrah. Yep.
Bozrah, and a
Yep.
great slaughter in the land of Idumea.
You see, it's going to be a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. Okay? A great slaughter of our enemies. Continue.
And the unicorns shall come down with them, and the bullocks with the bulls, and their land shall be soaked with blood, and their dust made fat with fatness. For it is the day of the Lord's vengeance, and the year of recompense for the controversy of Zion.
Recompense.
For the controversy
of Zion. Damn right. Meaning the Lord is going to burn Edom for the controversy of Zion, for everything they do. For if you think you're going over to that land, do you know that you have to join their army? You know they can come and get you anywhere until you're up to the age of 55. Do you know they want to place you like all the brothers over there? They in Demona, right? Well, that's by damn chemical plants, and we have high cancer rates there. All right, they are over there in our land doing these controversies against our people. The biggest LGBTQ parade is over there in the Holy Land. That's the controversies of the land of Zion, of our Holy Land, of the land that belongs to so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It doesn't belong to that hook-nosed bastard who's over there pretending to be us. Okay? They are not us. And the Lord is going to burn. Continue reading.
and the streams of thereof shall be turned into pitch, and the dust thereof into brimstone, and the land thereof shall become burning pits.
They're gonna burn. They're gonna burn for this, for the controversy of Zion. All right. Let's get Luke 21.
The book of Luke.
Yep. Luke 21 and 24.
24.
Luke 21 and 24.
The book of Luke, chapter 21, verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
Okay. Somebody, hey, hold on. Yaganan, you give me that definition for trodden. And young man, you start that again from the top.
You ready for the definition, or you want him to read that one?
Nope, I want him to read till trodden.
Okay. And Jerusalem shall trodden down of the Gentiles.
No. You start back from the top.
You
start
from the whole thing. The whole thing.
God. Yep.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword.
And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Our enemy is going to fall by the edge of the sword. That same sword that he made us fall by time and time again, countless times again, he's going to fall by that. Go ahead.
And shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles.
It says, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles. All right? Jerusalem will be trodden of the Gentiles. Go ahead, Yaganan.
trodden, walk in a specified way. The administration had to tread carefully. It's given an example. Tread carefully so as not to offend the judiciary. And it says to walk, it says to step, it says to stride. Another definition, set one's foot down on top of the youth, stumbled and trod on heavy shoe. There's some definitions.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Press down, crush, snow. Press down. You got anything, Adam?
I'm gonna pull a scripture probably to do it, but let me just do this right here.
Because I got a good example. It gave me a good example.
All right, go ahead and do the example.
It says, press down into the ground or another surface with the feet. And it says, food or cigarette butts have been trodden into the carpet, like mashed or smushed down.
Yeah, like to be extinguished,
Under
to be
feet.
trodden out of our land, to be moved. Okay, like Matthew 5:13. Just finish it out. Finish it out, warrior.
Oh, my bad. And until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled.
And their time is going to be fulfilled because they're going to be no more. They're going to be trodden and out of our land. Let me see if this is it. Let's see. Yeah, read that. Matthew 5:13. So we can get
the book of Matthew. The book of Matthew, chapter 5, verse 13.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are the salt. Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted?
All right, so it said, hold on. So blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we are the salt of the earth. But if we lose our savor, we lose our saltiness, then wherewith will be salted? We'll go out there. Who would know? Where would the flavor come from? Continue.
It is thenceforth good for nothing, but to be cast out and to be trodden underfoot of men.
To be cast out, stepped on, to be moved out the way. Okay. All right. I think I got one more scripture that I'm gonna do. Let's get Amos 9 and 8.
The book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it off the face of the earth.
What's that sinful kingdom?
America.
Damn right. Continue reading.
Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord.
See, he's going to destroy America, but he's going to save Jacob. He's going to save the Israelites. But it is going to be utterly destroyed. Y'all know where's that at? In 1 hour.
It's in Revelations. Let me look it up.
11.
I think it's going to be 8. I think it's 18 and 10. I think.
All right. Let me see.
Yes, I don't
Yeah,
want to
yeah,
say.
yeah. Because yep. But I want to start at 9. Yep, that's it right there.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18 and verse 9. And the
Uh-huh.
kings of the earth who have committed fornication and live deliciously with her shall bewail her and lament for her. And they shall see the smoke of her burning.
So when they all afar and they see this place burning, they see this place being destroyed, all the kings of the earth that live deliciously off of America, all their allies, all the people who make money, who do commerce, well, they're going to see it and they're going to bewail and they're going to lament. But they shall see the smoke of her burning. Continue.
Verse 10. Standing afar off for the fear of her torment.
For the fear of her torment, because America is so great, so much greater than all these other nations, right? So if this is happening to America, there's going to be a lot of fear, a lot of torment. Continue.
Come. Saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come.
That's all it's going to take is 1 hour for this place to fall. 1 hour. Continue.
Verse 11. And the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her. For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
Because everything is going to be shut down. Okay. Any questions?
No, I don't want.
All right. We can get the security announcements.
You gonna let one of the troopers get it? I don't want. Or?
Yeah, whoever got it. You know, whoever got it, they can get it.
Come.
Yeah.
I can get it.
You got it. All right, go ahead, Trooper Yaqua.
Con. It's like, give me 1 second. Isupk security announcements. We are the Isupk, started out at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Rules for new brother and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to shed themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has any interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 months period, brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithe, which is a commandment, Numbers 18:21 and Malachi 8-10. And it's like in Malachi 3:8-10. Means tenth in the Hebrew, ma'ashara, 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the Treasury Department or teacher priest fund. Free will offering for priests, not mandatory whatsoever. Any amount like it, whatsoever amount you would like. Upcoming holy convocations.
Upcoming holy convocations is the Feast of Dedication, Hanukkah. It's the 25th day of the 9th month by the space of 8 days. Thursday, the 7th of December, 2023, for 8 days. We find this in the book of First Maccabees, in the Apocrypha, First Maccabees, chapter 4, verses 52 through 61.
If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, to start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pants, headband, and scarf.
All right, we go to Amagium, which means to stand. Everybody's going to Sar, which means turn and face the east. We're going to get the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa. Shabbat Shemayim. Wadash. Haya. Shulka. Yahweh. Malakwaka. Taba'ah. Ratazayaka. Haya. Aisha. Rataza. Kawa. Haya. Bashamayim. Nathan Lanawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalaki now. Abawati now. Kasalaki now. Kabawati now. Wala. Kabanawa. Manasawan. Abal. Awashanawa. Mayan. Rai. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala. Lahata Parath. La'alayim. Amen. Now in English, our Father which art in heaven.
Our Father which art in heaven.
Hallowed be thy name, Yahweh.
Hallowed be thy name, Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
Thy kingdom come, thy will be done.
In earth as it is in heaven.
In earth as it is in heaven.
Give us this day our daily bread.
Give us this day our daily bread.
And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation.
And lead us not into temptation.
But deliver us from evil.
Deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom.
And
the power.
And the power.
And the glory.
And the glory.
Forever.
Forever.
So be it.
So be it.
All right, we're going to give a courtesy salute to the teacher, Men of Israel. All right. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak. Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Brakathum. All right, Yajamata. We go to Sar, turn and face the sisters rise. Men of Israel. Amajim Shabbat. Amajim. Barak.
Yahweh
Shabbat. Yajamata. Class dismissed.